Gentlemen, I am so sorry that we are so late. The time truly did just slip past, and I was not able to make it here as quick as I thought I was. But we are here now, man. We are here now. So let me get to the live stream, and then let me send a notification out to everyone. Okay. There we go. I gotta get the music going, man. I'm just not prepared at all right now. Jesus. All right, I think we all good now. But yeah, chat. Time for us to go stream some story event. I don't actually know if the equip is even solid from this. I doubt it, man. The event equips from GS are always just kind of poo-poo. Usually very subpar, unfortunately. Let's see. What we got here? A 4-star magic? Reduce enemies god, water enemy. Oh! I don't mind this actually. I wish. But for god though? I know she's a demon and stuff, but I don't know if we have a demon one of this. I don't mind the reduce enemies god or reduce god enemies water resist by 25%. I would prefer if this was just giant bosses. Ever since they did the Parasol, like Nui's Parasol, the 4-star magic from Kill la Kill, they've never gave us another equip like that, because that reduces dark res as long as the boss is a giant boss, of course. And I'm surprised we've never seen that again. But it is what it is. Also, there is a challenge quest, right? Okay, yeah, there is. I'll probably be making a video on that sometimes this week. More than likely tomorrow or something. What up, Wolf? How you doing, man? For this, I guess it wouldn't hurt to go Rosetta because it is a bonus. Who else is a bonus on this, actually? Gaia? Yeah, we'll go Rosetta. Why not? I just gotta make a AI for it real quick. Let's do essay with Mega Drive. Do you have to do both? I don't know if I do, but no, we only need one. Yeah, you only have to do it on one. Yeah, because Mega Drive's both. All right. And then True Art when Mega Drive is active. I always forget how to do it with the Mega Drive characters. I think this counts as both the Mega Drives. Because Mega Drive Unlimited is still a Mega Drive. Unless it has to be two separate ones? We'll do it just in case. I don't know if it matters or not. I doubt the boss is gonna live after one super art anyway, or one true art anyway, but we'll still play like it. Play like it won't. It will be 2 by the time this is used. So yeah, because it's gonna SA first. So this should be 2. Then there we go. An SA. I hope I'm doing this right. I think I am. I think I'm remembering this right. The default AI? I'll check that out in just a second. I don't want to. Actually, here, yeah. We'll just do it on this. Just see. Hey, instinct, maybe. 0, 1, 2. Yeah, actually, yeah. This is perfect. Actually, this is fine. This is perfectly fine. Actually. Yeah, and then we'll go like type 0 or something. Okay, cool. Delta's hairpiece. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. That was like the only other time, right? I completely forgot about that item. Completely forgot about it. I don't know if this is a water boss you fight in this or not. It says red flash. A part of me thinks it's fire. Put fire on just in case. Let me give y'all the lobby code real quick. I was about to click on my regular video and not my live stream. What the heck am I doing today? There we go. Is that a magic item? I think that's a physical item though, isn't it? It's probably physical if it's Delta. Also, was that from an event? Or was that from the gacha? I think that one's from the... Yeah, okay, yeah, this one's from an event. Yeah, it's a 4-star magic. It's so weird they made this a 4-star magic when Delta... Does Delta have a magic slot? Delta might have a magic slot. I just remember her having mainly physical slots. Does she have magic? Oh yeah. She has 1 magic slot, yeah. If you do both magic drives, it breaks the II. Wait, and when you don't activate unlimited? Oh, okay, Tierney, I got you. That's weird. That's very strange. I haven't had to I haven't had to use a AI specifically for a Magia Drive unit in so long, man. I think the last time I tried to set an AI for someone was man, dude, I don't even know. Like shit. Maybe Demon Edge Berwick? Possibly? Oh wait, she goes right into super art? Okay, I might need to change that. I think I'd rather it just be true art. Oh no, well, on this fight it's fine actually. I wouldn't consider Jinu actually good, but yeah. If we were gonna like label good, it would only be Igris. Jitter is very dependent on mono fire. As a mono fire, good lord, mono dark. Also, what was the boss? Fire boss, right? Yeah, it was a fire boss. Yeah. I heard Yuko 3 times in a row. That sounds about right, man. And so is my candy lantern, this guy. But yeah, nah, like, in my opinion, Jinu's good if you have a dark team, but if you don't have a dark team, he's kind of useless. And then Igris is just good in general. So it's not like good, no string attached, kind of on the level of Hoka and stuff like that, you know. But if you have the mono dark team, then yeah, he's solid. But yeah, man. Dude, chat, let me tell y'all, crazy story happened last week. So I'm over here, you know, watching my little brother and stuff. Mind you, my little brother and me, the age gap between us is pretty massive. He was born 16 years after me. So, you know, like, we have a 16 years age gap. So I'm 26 and he is 10 years old, right? And he came and he was like, yeah, man, I've been playing this anime GTA. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You know, I'm not even thinking about anything specific. I'm like, what do you mean you're playing an anime GTA on the PlayStation? He's like, yeah, it's free. And then I started thinking, I was like, there ain't no way he's talking about what I think he's talking about. And he's like, I really like it because you can just drive around and get the police on you and everything. I was like, are you playing a game that's like on the cover? Does it say like NTE or something of that sort? And he was like, yeah, it says that. I was like, oh my lord, this guy's playing a gacha game. And I asked him, I was like, you got any like characters on there or not? He's like, no, I just got the characters you start with. I don't know how to get more characters. I was like, oh, okay, that's probably for the best, man. Oh man, I couldn't believe it. Yeah, I think it was dangerous too. I was like, dude, there's no way, man. At least he's not playing. That is true. He's not really a mobile gamer at all. But I thought it was funny. I was like, there ain't no way, man. There ain't no way this is what's happening right now. But it was. It was. He was so crazy about it. He actually made me download it on my PS5. And then that's what he played while he was here. He just literally drove around the city, getting cops on him and stuff like that, and that was it. And I was like, wow, you know, I mean, because I don't think my mom allows him to play GTA, of course, you know, at his age and stuff. Or if he does, I think he can only play like GTA Online, or like he can only drive around the city. He can't do any missions or anything. So now he has something that is as close as he's gonna get, and an off-brand GTA, man. I couldn't believe it. Just wait till oh damn, what was that one game that we saw that was like an asset rip of Spider-Man and stuff? Is it Ananta? Wait till that game comes out. He'll probably literally lose his mind. What's up, Nash? But yeah, he's definitely starting a whole lot earlier than I was. I remember the first gacha game I played. I was probably like 12, maybe 13, and it was Dokkan. I'm pretty sure it was Dokkan. Pretty sure. I still remember the first banner I started on too. Ages ago, I started on the first. It was Tech Beerus and God Goku on a banner. Like, that's how old it was, man. I don't know like when that banner came out, but I'm talking about TUR. I don't even think Tech Beerus was a TUR. I think whenever he released, he was he a TUR? I can't remember. Oh, Tech Beerus banner. Is this it? I think this is it. Holy shit. How? Yeah, this was the banner right here. This one. Oh, wait. This one, chat. This was the banner that I started on. I wish it would have showed the date. I don't see the... Oh, wait. No, that's not it. I don't think it shows the date anywhere. Or I can just click on him, right? And it'll tell me when he came out. Oh. 2016. Yeah, that was probably around the time that I started playing it, yeah. Goodness. That was forever ago. And then I was like kind of all in my Dokkan phase for a while. And then I stopped playing Dokkan. Went back to Dokkan, stopped playing Dokkan, went back to Dokkan, and now I just don't play it at all. I don't even follow it. That was like 2 months in, was it? Dang, for real? I only started doing it because I remember watching Rhymestyle play Dokkan. Because I think around that time, when did Xenoverse 1 come out? It was like PS4. Yeah, Xenoverse 1 came out in February 24, 2015. Yeah, so I was watching Rhymestyle do like all the Xenoverse 1 stuff, and then around that time too, I think that's whenever I saw him start playing Dokkan, and I was like, hold on now, what is this? And I was like, it's a mobile Dragon Ball game? I didn't even know this thing existed, and I started playing it. But then I kind of went back to just only playing Xenoverse for like my Dragon Ball itch that I had. Because whenever I was a kid, dude, I don't know, I couldn't really watch the show too much. I wasn't like super into it, but I literally loved the Dragon Ball games whenever I was younger. I remember playing Budokai Tenkaichi, the regular Budokai, and I was like, dang, these games are so much fun. And then I kind of just picked up the story from those games, at least whenever I was younger, of like how Dragon Ball was. And then I remember watching it like years later. I even had like the Game Boy Dragon Ball game, dude. I completely forgot what that one was called, but I remember that one being hard, like extremely freaking hard. You probably like find an emulator and play it now somewhere, but my last first banner rolls have been Rosetta, Forger, Last Miracle, Emperor, and Yomu. Our first on... Oh, wow. That's crazy, dude. That's a really good luck, Blue. Hopefully it continues into solo leveling and you didn't just waste all your luck. What was that Game Boy Dragon Ball game? Dragon Ball Game Boy game. What was that? Was it like Legacy of Goku? Is that what it's called? Advanced Adventure. No, that's not it. Ooze Fury? Part of me thinks it's that, but I also don't think it is that. Yeah, I think it was Legacy of Goku 2. I remember that game being so hard as a kid. Oh, Battle Cats? I've played Battle Cats. I think Battle Cats is a fine game. That's tough, Tierney. You hate to see that, man. Talking about like other gachas and stuff, I still haven't even tried or really, yeah, gave a lot of time to the new Seven Deadly Sins game. I just haven't played it whatsoever. I don't even know if it's good or not. I'm currently playing Grand Cross. Is that what the new Seven Deadly Sins game is? Or is Grand Cross the old Seven Deadly Sins one? I will say I played the first mobile game by Netmarble on there, and I liked Grand Cross. If it's the first mobile game, I think that one is right. Origins is the new one. Grand Cross. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So yeah, I played Grand Cross a lot. You guys don't. Well, actually, maybe you guys do know this, depending on how long you've been around on the channel, but I was kind of a bit of a whale in Grand Cross, man. I was very addicted to that game. So much so that I even wanted to like try to get really good at PvP and play the game all the time and all this type of stuff, dude. I just loved that game. I was just hopelessly addicted. I don't know what it was about it, but I would try to get like all the new characters and everything. I wouldn't try to like max dupe them. I just wanted the new characters to try to compete. And I remember it was Merlin came out, because if you guys remember the beginning of Grand Cross launch, they did like very weird things. Like they put the coin shop units in banners instead of just having them in the coin shop themselves. And I remember summoning for Bon and getting him. And then I remember Merlin came out. So I summoned for Merlin. And I remember spending so much money. Well, it was, I guess compared to other wells, it's not a lot, but to me it was insane amounts. I think I spent like $500 or $600 that day trying to get Merlin. I remember I was working at Walmart too. I spent damn near my whole paycheck on that fucking character. It was very scary. And after that, I was like, yeah, I'm not ever doing that again. So I kind of just distanced myself from the game at that point, and I didn't play it anymore. But I did try to return to it. I think it was like last year, maybe the year before last, during some crossover event, maybe an Attack on Titan. And I was like, well, maybe I'll try it again. I just didn't really get that same, it didn't have that same pull to me anymore, especially because of like the new system they have with like Lost Vein and all them. Well, I know like Lost Vein's pretty old now, but I think like, isn't there a thing where you need unit like damn near max duped, or you gotta have like a certain amount of dupes to get like their special a certain way, like they have to get like the extra effect on their special or something. It's not just a modifier increase. It was something like that that I didn't like anymore. I think it was that, or like the new awakening system or something of that sort. And I was like, yeah, I don't really care too much for this game anymore. And that's whenever I kind of just fell off completely with it. Now, Origins, I haven't played anything, or haven't seen anything about Origins, really. Haven't played it. I have heard rumblings, though. And one of the things I hear is that if you want a co-op gacha game, there's truly not a better one out there apart from the Origins one, from what I've heard. Like, Origins co-op is apparently insanely good. That's kind of the only thing it has going for it, though, from what I've heard. I've also heard they've tried to fix it recently, too. But I don't even know what was wrong with the game, because I never tried it. All I know is when I quit, you pretty much had to have a certain units to do certain things and have other characters at some level of duped. It got too much and stopped being fun. Yeah, exactly, Roka. Because I remember whenever it first came out, man, like using Howitzer and just kind of like farming the chalice stages or whatever, right? To get the raid bosses to spawn. You get the raid bosses spawn, then you go fight them, you know, like you got red demon, gray demon, and then was there another demon? There was one more, wasn't it? At least at like the time of launch, I think there was 3. And then, you know, you do those for the day and you just farm like gear stages over and over and over. And then whenever it was the weekend and you had like the double gold or whatever, you would farm that overnight. It was pretty much a second job damn near, because you had to farm so much currency and money and everything in that game that you had to have the game running 24/7. Like, I thought it was crazy whenever Escanor came out. I was like, holy dude, this guy's insane. And then like now the units I see, I'm like, there's no way. Because a little bit there, they were kind of trying to do a little bit of like a competitive PvP type thing, like E7 does. I think that's what they were trying to go for. But it kind of just fell flat on its face, in my opinion. Especially with how much power creep it had. It's like, you need these dupes. You got to summon so many times and everything else. I don't think you can even have remote. You can't even have this be like remotely competitive anymore. But you use my phone and crystals on for logging in. I probably wouldn't use them on anything yet. Personally, I'd probably wait. Unless like you want a specific unit right now in the game. But I'd probably say for Igris. Igris is probably going to be the next big character we get that's very, very strong. Red, gray, and crimson. Okay. I don't remember crimson at all. Each character that comes out either helps the current meta character or specifically counters the previous one. Yeah. It kind of sucks, like... That's one thing I always found really weird when it comes to PvP gachas. Because unironically, chat, I really do like PvP gachas. I just like PvP games in general. And, well, I'll say this. I like PvP gachas. But at the same time, I don't. It depends on the way they do it. Like, whenever Legends first came out, I thought Legends was really cool. Because everybody was still trying to learn the meta to an extent. No one really knew who was extremely broken or not. And people started learning tech about the game and all this other stuff. And then they kind of got rid of the tech. I remember they had this thing where technically you could make any character really strong. Since if you got in a combo, you could infinitely combo the other person as long as you knew how to do it. I remember you have to, what is it? You'd use like a strike card, dash up, use another strike card, dash up, or like dash to the side, use like a key blast card or something, and you can continue the combo pretty much indefinitely, especially if you had draw speed. You keep doing that, and then they did that huge system change, and they got rid of that. And I was like, damn, dude. Because there was somebody in the Legends community, and he was regarded as like the best Legends player, and he was like a free-to-play guy. Like, he was beating whales and everything else with like his strats and stuff, because he just knew, okay, he had to get them in like a certain combo chain or whatever. So yeah, well, it's still in the game, but they definitely severely nerfed it. It's not like how it used to be, because I remember that system change came out and it was nowhere near as good as it used to, or it used to be. Yeah, because I don't remember the exact thing. But it's definitely not nowhere near as strong. Plus, I think the character now has to have card draw speed. If I'm not mistaken, whenever they implemented it, they made it to where your card draw speed got nerfed with the first time they changed it, like after you did it for so long. And then I think it was also like you didn't regain key anymore or something like that as well. I don't know how the changes they've done now to it. They may have brought it back a little bit, but I remember seeing videos on it of the best Legends player at the time. He was like number one in PvP, and he was a free to play guy. He was using like Android 16 and a few other characters. And then he was so pissed whenever the update came out. I think he quit, if I'm not mistaken, because he was like, this completely killed the competitiveness of the game. Because now it's just only the whales have the advantage. He's like, this was the only thing that kind of like won it over, where you could win games even against whales because of like all this tech and everything. But now they've hurt that and nerfed it so much. Bring back baseball, y'all. I'm sure. But I haven't played Legends since forever as well. I think the last time. Oh fuck, man. Who was the characters that were out at the time whenever I was like really into the game? I think the last character I remember coming out that I was using was Super Saiyan Gogeta from Dragon Ball Super Broly. It was like whenever they showed the trailer off, right? The movie wasn't even out yet. So it was Super Saiyan Gogeta. And I think they gave out Broly for free, like base form Broly. And I don't remember if Legendary Super Saiyan Broly came out that time too. Or like the Dragon Ball Super Broly at least. In his transformed state. Because I think that was later on. Because I think it was like his ability transformed him or something. He didn't start transformed, right? I don't remember. Well, it's like he shed his armor during his active ability. But yeah. His blue card hit Halo. Yeah, dude. The OG blue. It did. I remember that. Oh, the green card's done, yeah. I think that was the last time I played. I also spent my check at Walmart on that. I spent like $200. I told my best friend, he was living with me at the time, and we worked at Walmart together, and we would, of course, he would ride with me, and we'd go back and forth to Walmart. I told him like the day it came out, I was like, dude, I'm gonna get this character. He's like, for real? I'm like, yeah, I'm dropping some dough on him. I think it took me like $60, maybe 100, something like that. I know it wasn't like over 100. I think it was right at 100, and I got one copy of him. And I was happy with it. It's so crazy, man, thinking back to it, because like I wouldn't ever do that now, especially with if I was only doing just, or let me say only having my job, because YouTube was there, but YouTube wasn't really taken off at all. I was still doing like GS and stuff, but I wasn't bringing in a lot of money whatsoever. I mean, even now, I wouldn't say it's a lot, but it's definitely enough to support me and my lifestyle and my girlfriend and all that. So with YouTube plus the other job I work, it's more than enough money. But back then, dude, I was fucking ripping that shit. I was like, fuck it. I couldn't believe I was doing what I was doing. Looking back at it. Thankfully, I don't have that problem anymore. Plus, I learned how to budget and stuff like that. So I wasn't even like using a budget back then, because I think it was 18 at that point. Yeah, I think it was like 18 or 19. I was just a stupid young fresh out of high school kid. Does the new Rosea keep her basic Maggia Drive buffs while in Unlimited? Yeah, she does. And when her HP drops below 60%, does she return to base mode? Or keep her basic Maggia Drive? Is 60% when she loses both? Because if it's when she loses both, then yeah, she goes back to base. I've had that happen before. Let me check. Oh no, it's 30%, right? Yeah, so That's one thing I haven't tested it either, because whenever I was using her earlier, she was clearly below 60%, and actually I think she fell below 50%, but the symbol, like her Mega Drive symbol, was still green. So I'm just gonna say that if you go into Mega Drive Unlimited at the time of you using, you know, your super art to go into it, and you get into Mega Drive Unlimited, you're in Unlimited unless you fall below 30% HP, because that's like the only cutoff to exit out of your Mega Drive. So I don't think she loses her unlimited buffs unless she falls below 30%. It's just when she's going into it, she has to be above, what is it, 65% or 85? 85%, yeah. 85% HP. That's all that matters, from what I can tell. Because if she did lose her Mega Drive Unlimited buffs, in my head, she would lose, or her color of Mega Drive would change from green just to red, because that would just mean you're in base Mega Drive now. But it doesn't work like that, so. At least from what I could tell. What's up, Sleepy? I wish she had a 4-star physical, because I would test this out right now in training mode. Because I did Yugetsu. I did Summoner's Road Stage 4. Fire Summoner's Road Stage 4. And she definitely dropped below 50% HP, but her symbol was still green. So she's still in Mega Drive. And nothing states that she loses Mega Drive Unlimited. Wait, does it? Oh, yes, it does. It says when OHP falls below 6%, exit out of Mega Drive Unlimited. So maybe it goes through an animation and it didn't happen. Or maybe it just doesn't change color if you fall out of Mega Drive Unlimited. Okay, yeah. Okay, but never mind then. Scratch that. So I guess you do fall out of it if you go below 60% HP. It just doesn't change the color in game, which is weird. I hope they change that. Because Mega Drive Unlimited is always green and regular Mega Drive is red. And like I said, when I was using her earlier, she was clearly below 50% HP. And the Mega Drive symbol was still green and not red. Unless it's supposed to change and it's just a UI bug right now. I don't know. But yeah, it clearly states in her passive when she falls below 60%, she leaves Mega Drive Unlimited. You seen they announced something on the 30th for JP? Yeah. And I can't say what it is, chat. They didn't tell me directly, but someone already spoiled it for me. So, yeah. Not like it was something that was crazy for it to be spoiled anyway, but I kind of already knew what was an idea. And let's just say someone in the community already spoiled what it is. And it's not like just a hearsay thing, it's physical proof. So, but I'm not going to say what it is because they can easily get in trouble for it if they find out who was doing the stuff. So, yeah. I will say this though, chat. If it's only that, I don't think it deserves the hype. Is it in my Discord? No, absolutely not. No, it's all behind closed doors. It's not in any public space. Are the hidden equips good for the Rosetta story? I actually don't know. I haven't checked that one yet. Do I have the... I used to have a Google Doc for it. Let me see. Do I still have that? No, I don't have it. But yeah, I will say, like I said, if it's only that and nothing else for this major update, I'm gonna be kind of disappointed. I want other stuff to come out apart from just that. It's end of service. No, it's well, at least from what I saw, it's not EOS. I think I can confirm that at least. Leon is the next KOB unit? Yeah, she is. She'll be the next. She's a good character too, by the way. Very good unit. Because I was thinking about making a video talking about my expectations or predictions on what the major update could be. And I really am hoping for a few different things. Mainly like gameplay stuff. Or just game stuff in general. You know, I want to see possibly a new game mode come out or a new piece of content in some way. Something that's like really exciting and new for the game. If it's a major update, it can't just be like a crossover or something else, you know? And I think they even confirmed it's not a crossover, so. Because in most cases, I don't ever consider crossovers major updates. To me, at least like how often they come around in GS, it's like, oh, it's just another event, you know what I mean? Yeah, the 30th of Japan, yeah. That's the major update. I don't know if I already answered that or not. I get to rambling and I forget. You get 3 steps of Alk and got 3 Alvinas, you hate to see it, man. Because I'll say like most of the decisions they've made or some of the additions they've had this year have been relatively lackluster. The quality of life stuff has been nice. Like the mines being able to auto advance in them. I think that's out on JP. I don't know if that's still in the works or not, but the fact that that is coming to JP is pretty cool if it's not already out. I wish Global had that because that would make going through the mines so easy, man. And also being able to use your own unit. This is stuff that should have been in the game for like since the dawn of the mines, to be honest. I don't see why that wasn't. I don't know why it was always forcing you to use a friend unit. Especially when like the friend system itself isn't the greatest and you can't like refresh or search for the exact unit you're wanting. Like I know in Dokkan you can filter it, right, to like the category or whatever you're looking for, and you can wind up finding category leaders and stuff like that. Favorite unit of all time? I made a video talking about my top 5 units. It's either Rags or Finn. It's probably Rags or Finn, because I did skits and stuff with Rags, and I also did skits with Finn as well. Like long time ago, I would do skits with them and just have like the PNGs and stuff. They were fun. I haven't done one in a while. Maybe I should do a new one, because the only thing is if the skit took a minute to make or I had to do multiple takes, doing Rags' voice hurt so much, man. Of course, I pitch it down a little bit, but I still have to make my voice like super deep to kind of like help with it. I didn't even realize we were fighting Berwick this whole time. But yeah, I would say in general, it's just Finn. Finn or Rags. And then a third would be Jay or Gray. I think my standing for Gray goes a bit deeper than my stand for just how much I like Jay, for an example. Like I was constantly preaching about Gray whenever he was out, and he was the main look character. I was like, dude, Gray is the greatest unit to ever exist. Gonna need a sample. I gotta wake that shit up. I don't think I can do it anymore. It takes a minute for me to get it right, and it sounds goofy as fuck without me doing it for so long. Because I haven't done it in God knows how long. Like the last time I did it was the video about me getting hacked on YouTube, which I don't even know how long that was. Probably like what, like 3-4 years ago at this point, right, chat? Maybe 5. And that was the last time I did that voice. Also, I think I had a different microphone too. So that contributes to it as well. Because the old microphone was like a blue snowball. And it had the thing where like if you do a lot of highs, it kind of like made it real crunchy. Or if you did like a lot of lows, it could like kind of crunch the volume to an extent. And I could kind of use that like in my favor to an extent. I don't know why I said to an extent so much, but yeah, I could use it a bit in my favor when making that voice the first time. Because like Finn's voice was pretty much my own voice. Yeah, Finn's voice was pretty much my own. I don't think I pitched his at all. I think the only thing I thought about was like making it a bit higher. For some reason, I felt like he was supposed to be. He had the voice of a very fancy butler or some shit. So, damn. I'm trying to think of the exact tone his was. Because it was really just a higher pitch of mine. So if my voice is like this, then his was like, hello, darling. Like type of stuff like that, you know. It was like that. I was expecting him to be some. It was just a bit more. I guess I tried to make it a bit fancier to an extent. And that was it. I don't know why I thought Finn had that, because Finn was a tactician in the story. And he's a general. So I don't know why I thought he had that. But in my head, that made the most sense to me. And then Collins wanted me to voice Emperor, but I couldn't really get Emperor good at all. And of course, you know, I don't know. I've never voice acted before. I was just going off what he was wanting. And he was like, yeah, can you just... I think he like wanted it as my voice, but he said he wanted it to sound like I had a lot of controller power or something. And he said he would try to edit it in the audio. So I literally just kind of just talked a bit lower for Emperor's voice whenever I made a video with him. But that was it. Can only work with what you got. Cause like, dude, I want to like make a skit with these characters. Do you think we could do it? I was like, yeah, but it's probably gonna sound fucking terrible. So I was like, but that's kind of the fun in it, you know. I was like, if we can even get it remotely close to the vision, then I think we did okay. Considering none of us are voice actors, I think we could maybe do it. But now, you know, whenever it comes to a lot of stuff, people just use AI voices and everything. They don't even try to like use their own voice or something, or like tweak it in some way. They just use the AI, which is funny because I like the one guy. What's his name? Is it Dennis or something like that? I like his shorts of like the ore farming tournaments and stuff like that of Piccolo and all that. And it's like all the Dragon Ball characters. They got Jinnu there and all that. I think his videos are very funny. But it's just like everybody does that now. Because I even thought about doing it to like spice it up and add like certain bits into the videos where I have like Krillin or some shit talking about something stupid, or I bring in like Soul from Soul Eater or something, because you know I'm a huge Soul Eater fan. So have Evan in there, have Death the Kid or something like that, because I'm pretty sure they have those voices, I would assume. But even then, I'm always like kind of 50-50 with it. What Chris to run on Yomu? I would just do attack up personally. Attack up, and she doesn't have innate crit unless you use Tree X Gate because she has defense ignore. So for that, I mean, if you want to give her crit damage, if you plan on using her with mainly crit items, that would be fine. You don't really need to go art gauge up since she does, you know, she's a jumpstart character. But if you want to, it wouldn't be terrible. Because it just make you closer to your super art whenever you want to use it. Because let's say like you load into a quest and it's a one stage quest where you can only get 200 art gauge, right? So you can think about stuff like that too, but mainly just make sure you have the attack up because she does have that ratio passive. After that, you can kind of just do your own thing. There's also the physical damage crest, right? Is it Curse Frost or something? Also, my throat is very dry right now. Pause on that. Ugh. Gotta take a drink of water real quick, chat. But what is it? Yeah, mainly just have the attack up, Chris. That's pretty much it. What's up, Momo? Had a slight rural accent, yeah. It was funny because whenever Collins or Sleepy Snake asked me to do the skit, I was like, why don't we just give him a high-pitched voice? I was like, I think it would be hilarious. We could do like an entire ordeal, an entire skit, a whole bit around Emperor having like a squeaker voice. Okay, he's supposed to be all powerful and crazy and all that, right? And like, I was like, what happened if we made him kind of like Skeletor, you know? we kind of like took that approach to him. Had this super, super high pitched voice. The guy's clearly evil, but he's a little bit crazy, kind of funny, you know? She might be German as well. I'm not for sure on that one. Curse Frost, yeah. 4+ on my Okra. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. That's such a rare. 1 in 30,000, by the way. 1 in 30,000. Someone in my Discord, my friend Loki, actually, if I'm not mistaken, he got 3 exclusive crests, 4+, by the way, in 1 week, in 1 half off week. I couldn't believe that. Yeah, crit damage is 1.25, yeah. Yeah, super crits are triple. Yeah, 3x. I feel you on that, Momo. The only character... Actually, no. I don't have a Toho character, do I? Yeah, I don't. I didn't get anybody. I'm not looking forward to summoning at all, either. Or I'm not looking to summon, let me say. The Dark... Oh! I did get Yuyuko. You're right. You are right. I did get Yuyuko. She was completely unforgettable. I said unforgettable. She was completely forgettable though. I literally did not care for that. Well, I think she's really cool. I just don't like what they did with her unit. I think that they hoed that character so much, man. Oh, man. I watched the video of sunglasses. Yeah, man, you remember more than me, to be honest. What does she bring? Literally nothing, man. It's so sad they made that unit so bad. Goodness. I hate it. I truly do. Yeah, I don't know why they did that. Maybe it's something for the server. They didn't want to overload the server or something like that. If you were making reroll accounts, getting the 50 gems. I don't know. Been winning in Star Rail? No, that's a game I haven't heard anybody talk about in years. I don't even know who that is, Robert. Curse Frost better than Attack Up on for Okaroon? I mean, you just run both. You still want Attack Up because he has the ratio passive. So what time is it? Okay, it's 3:58. 3:48. Okay. I do gotta leave around 4 o'clock, chat. So, gonna just do a few more runs on this. Chat. Oh snap! Pokemon Champions is finally coming out to mobile too. I just now saw that. I hadn't even played it on the Switch yet. I'm not really into competitive Pokemon or Pokemon in general. I don't even know. different type of like type advantages or disadvantages or anything. Apart from the basic ones. Oh yeah, I did see Edge Runners was coming out for Weathering Waves. I don't know why I was gonna say PGR, but yeah, I did see that. Almost made me re-download. Almost made me re-download it. I still might. I still might. I love Edge Runners, man. It's very weird they're bringing it back though. They're gonna do like Edge Runners 2, which I'm assuming is just gonna be a different group. But I don't know. I don't know if I really vibe with it as much as I vibe with it the first time. One through six? Yeah, possibly. But I mean, it's definitely not going to be like anywhere near related to, I think, the original cast. If someone is related, well, the only person that survived was their Netrunner, right? Because she was in cahoots with the one guy or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. What do you think the next crossover would be? I mean, the next crossover for GS is solo leveling, at least when it comes to global. Now, what is it going to be in general? I have no clue. Hopefully, it can be someone that's I said someone, a crossover that's pretty hype and the communities are requested. But part of me thinks it's probably just gonna be something really random. Like that time I got reincarnated as a vending machine or something like that, you know? I unironically could see that being a crossover in GS. If they did that GG EOS inbound, I don't know. I mean, I think they make enough from crossovers. Also, appreciate everybody who helped out. I think they make enough from just whatever offsuit crossover they can muster up to where the game won't EOS. Because I really don't think it costs a lot for GS to be maintained. Maintenance-wise, server-wise, you know, all that type of stuff. I really don't think it costs a ton to make this game function. A month at least. I would say probably at most anywhere from $100,000 to $200,000. That would be my guess, and that's me possibly overestimating it. So I think the real cost is just paying the developers. And I know for a fact the GS dev team isn't super massive either. So, but chat, oh goodness, excuse me. I think that's gonna be it for right now, man. It's been fun. Did a little bit of grinding and stuff. Like I said, I'm really sorry that I wasn't here earlier. I would have been. Just to be honest with y'all, your boy was extremely tired. Woke up extremely early today. Barely had any sleep, and I dead ass passed out. And I told myself I don't need to do this. I need to set an alarm just to be safe. And I passed out and I woke up. I was like, oh, fuck. It was like 2:30 or some shit. I was like, oh, shit. So I woke up and started getting to work and everything. Because as soon as I finished my video this morning, I was like, damn, dude, I need to lay down. But I was like, no, I'm not going to lay down because I don't want to fuck up my sleep schedule. And I still wind up passing out. But yeah, I would have been here a lot sooner. Either way, next week, I don't know if anything big comes out next week for Global. I don't think so. Because how much longer does Toho got? Is this whenever we probably get solo leveling is next week? Okay, well, actually, we might be seeing solo leveling come out next week. So if we do see that, then, you know, you guys can expect tons of videos and everything with that. But if not, then we'll see what we'll be doing next Wednesday on the channel. So yeah, who knows? We might do something different, but more than likely we're probably just going to be finishing up some of the event grinds. Either way, thank you all so much for hanging out. It's been Boy P, and last but not least, you guys already know, don't forget to drink water.